day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Shotgun now for Lance. This complete to Langford. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles. And he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready, 45, white.
And they'll go for it. Lance, he completes it to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
The Titans at 10-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Dameon Pierce. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Taylor is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Rodgers' throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. They go again with Pierce. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a give to Taylor. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On play action, now Rodgers steps away to his left.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, well, we look at the defense. They came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Damian Pierce.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Beckham.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake. Lance. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Lance now on first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 31 yards. as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 17.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns use the short field to get in for 6. Lance going to try to throw for this.
Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Finding room at midfield, and he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 2nd and 5 now. Lance escaping the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
The Lance going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Pierce. Is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now here is another interception. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Steps away. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. On play action, Rodgers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
from the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Flushed out right.
And that one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And Lance now to throw.
Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rodgers throwing here.
Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Got to get to the 26.